There we go.
I got you a coffee.
Jeez. What is this fancy?
Sorry to interrupt the conversation.
You guys enjoy your
Pete, cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
It's awesome to see someone normal at a show like this.
I'll take normal as a compliment, I guess.
I said Pete better have the cooler, the beer cold yesterday. Somebody so it was the show posted that you had a booth here, and I thought it was you posting it.
Yeah.
So I put something of make sure you have the keg going or something like that, and then I realized it was actually the Toronto show. I'm going, oh, I had a whole bunch of stuff. I deleted it. It's like,
All right, on. You're making the rounds then?
yeah, I am. Yeah.
Good.
I wanted you to show me this SRX700. I've been watching the build on YouTube, and it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And Drew hadn't seen the initial videos yet. You probably watched them since I talked to him.
Yes.
You did? And I said, like, the carburetor slide, the way you did the exhaust and the clutch thing. Let's go through it if you don't mind.
Yeah. It's a 2017 Sidewinder that I yanked the 4-cylinder out, and Yamaha announced that they're exiting the snowmobile world, right? But everybody's been building turbo sleds, right? You got Polaris has the Boost, Skidoo came out with the Comp. Well, everybody, a Yamaha fan anyway, if Yamaha was gonna come out with something new, it would be the greasy triple with a turbo on there, right? So I took the SRX700 triple out of my 2000 SRX and plopped it in here. I got a set of throttle bodies that I machined down off of a Sidewinder. So this is going to be fuel injected, turbocharged. It's a stock turbo off the Sidewinder. We may have to upgrade that. Might have to get a little bit bigger turbo, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to run it with a fuel tech. The boys at Antimassey's Track Trail are going to help me out. Get a tune on that, get it up and going. So we can hopefully hear this thing come to life this season. We'll see what happens.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's wicked. Nice job. And this is like super redneck right here. I
That's
love
homemade,
that.
yeah.
Yep. And this is redneck here. I love that.
Well, and the thing is, people were bugging, everybody's got, sitting at the keyboard commenting, it's like, oh, you got to have the triple pipes in there. It's like, there's no way you're fitting triple pipes and still keeping the look. I wanted this thing to still look when all the plastics are on it.
Kind of like a sleeper, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and it does. It looks amazing when you have it, the lid on it.
Oh yeah, my buddy
so
Nick did a great job doing the wrap on this from Graffiti there. This thing's looking mint. We got the redneck sturdy hands in there, the Yomama, and SRX700. Yomama is looking so good. We got her all wrapped up in there. It's got that stock SRX newish kind of look to it, but
does.
It's got our hits on there with Yomama, obviously, and
Yeah.
I got the limited edition 2026 R&DH model on.
How many horsepower do you think it's going to put out when it's done?
We're gonna shoot for 200, right? That's.
Right on.
I hope we can get it that way. It stays the same as what an actual a stock SRX, the 4-stroke version would have been, right? So
Yeah.
We're just losing 2 strokes.
Exactly. Tell me something about this sled that you haven't told anybody about on the channel yet.
I mean, there's really not too much that hasn't been spoke about. I mean, everybody's admiring. I got the, I call them dangle diggers. I got those from Arnie's cat house there.
Insane.
Yeah. But I'm not going to be running it that setup. I'm going to switch it back to the 128 speed track.
Yeah.
So SRXs were always short track, lake runners, right? So I want to go back to that. And then, I mean, hopefully with the help of some guys, Antimassey's and everybody else in the community and stuff, hopefully we can get this thing fired up and ripping. And it's funny, the universe kind of wants this to happen because it's good. It's coming together pretty good. Like literally fitting this motor in here, moving the turbo up. I pulled this support brace off that side, just flipped it upside down.
Oh, man.
And it bolted right in, goes right underneath the turbo.
Yeah.
I had to just remake this one to go over top of the pipe, but I mean, the plastics all fit on mint,
I was telling Drew about the jig you made for the clutches, the very first early days.
Yeah. We're back to work, and the motor is actually sitting there. Got every single tool I own out of the toolbox and sitting on the sled, but we got her in there, Jim.
She's in there, but you got a lot of work ahead of you.
We're just eyeballing. There's the carbs there. We're not going to be using those. We're going fuel injection here, hopefully. So we got the motor sitting down in there. I think we got to tip it a little bit more to point these.
You know, and it's like you brought the loose engine, you bolted it to your jig,
Yeah.
you put it in, it's like, oh yeah, this is where it's got to go.
Like,
You know?
that's, redneck ingenuity. If you got to set the offset in the center, there's no better way to do it than to just bolt the clutches to it, let
Yeah.
the motor hang there, and then make motor mounts to it.
Yeah,
So-
for sure. So
And it's all leaned out in there. It's everything. It's tilted forward, but I've got the good angle for the intake, the throttle bodies. Everything all fits in front of the gas tank there. So
it's pretty wild.
oh yeah, and before the show's out, we got the go-ahead from Yamaha Canada to wheel this in over at their booth, and we can do a little photo shoot in there next to the last one.
Right on. That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, so what's happening here is amazing. What we've got is the actual final edition Yamaha in the crate there, but Redneck's Dirty Hands idea of the final edition is sitting right in front of it, so hopefully, maybe they'll come back and build my idea of it, but check out Yomama in her new home.
Good job.
So Yomama is going to the Yamaha.
Sweet. Yeah. That's good.
Oh, that's really cool. The Yamaha Canada do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The people that don't know, introduce your friends here. We all know this guy.
We got
How's it going, Gary?
You're a lot smaller than than you are on TV, on YouTube.
Gotta be light to go fast.
Jim or Billy, depending
Yeah,
on the
Billy.
day. My brother JP,
JP, good to see you again, buddy.
and of course my lovely fiance Christina,
Yeah, and your daughter,
my youngest daughter Alicia,
Hi, Alicia. Yeah,
work in the booth,
perfect.
and we're having a great time.
Yeah, that's good. Very good. Well, thank you for your time today,
No
Pete.
problem. Thanks for the
As
beer.
always, I love seeing you. It was nice to see you at Heydays too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
You can thank Mike from Ultimax Belts for the beer because we robbed his cooler.
Oh, okay.
I said, "Is Pete drinking? Is Pete? I want to buy Pete a beer." And I go, "Is Pete having brewskis over there?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." And then he goes, points at his cooler.
Beauty.
Yeah. Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy.